Hi and welcome to the New Leaf Wellness Podcast. My name's KP.
And I'm Air สวัสดีค่ะ
Sawadee Krab. Great to see you again. The first podcast of 2023, season number 2 of the New Leaf Wellness Podcast, and we've got a whole lot of really good topics coming up for you over the next 12 months, really.
Yes.
And today is another interesting one.
Yes. We're going to talk about 5 steps to detox success. It's a very good one for the guests who never done detox before. Know what to expect, what to do to prepare themselves physically and mentally.
Okay. So people come with all sorts of different expectations. Some are prepared, some aren't prepared. Most of them have no idea what to expect. So it can be quite nerve-wracking, right?
Yes, exactly. For the first time detoxer as well, because they read so much about it and a lot of information out there about everything, right?
Too much.
Yes, and a lot of time it's too much. So here, if you choose to come to New Leaf, so here what we, suggest you.
Okay. Number 1 is preparation. How do they, we send out a little letter, little email list of what to prepare, like, make sure you wear trail shoes and make sure the shoes are worn in and all that sort of thing. But what about fasting up to it or cutting foods out?
Yes, we talk about the physical part first, which
Okay.
is you should cut down on a few things that the body depends on it. Especially coffee is number 1, right? Because when you drink coffee, you depend on it, the coffee. So when you stop coffee, if you just drink coffee all the way to come to us, you might experience headaches, right, for a few days. So maybe you just start slowing down and cut down the coffee intake first, a few days. So when you come to detox, you don't have the downtime of the headaches for the first few days. And of course, number 2, sugar. Yes, because when your sugar withdrawal and carb as well withdraw, it can be quite frustrating because your body just wants it, right? So before the detox, cutting down on the sugar intake and the carb intakes, focus on maybe at the dinner time, eat on something natural like salads and fruit. That'd be very, very helpful and very, very good for you to detox.
So usually after the first day or 2, you've gotten rid of all the carbohydrate from the last few meals you've had, and then your body really starts to get into fasting, like a proper, into the New Leaf nutrition.
Yes.
I get a little grumpy on the 3rd day sometimes.
Yeah, because the body go to withdraw and withdraw from everything that we depend on, not just coffee, sugar, carb, everything. And people love snack in between. But the thing is, if you follow the New Leaf program, you won't be hungry. Physically, you'll not be hungry. And if you just follow all the activity and everything and the treatment, you don't even have time to think about food, right? Because you'll be so busy. You just go from one thing after the other and you have fun in the process. So be good.
Okay, and what about the other preparation? So you just bring light clothes. It's Thailand. It's been a brutal summer so far this year.
Yes, exactly. So the preparation in terms of what to bring, of course, sunscreens, hats, and things like that.
Yeah, so we got a list of things for that as well.
we got a list of things.
But the food thing, cutting down, eat light on the flight.
Yes, eat light on the flight. That's correct. Yeah, eat light on the flight.
Eat light on the flight.
So the next one is realistic expectations. This we got this a lot, right? We get this in the message all the time, right? Like yesterday, we got an emails asking us like how much they can expect to lose in a week as a man. So I tell them maybe 5 to 7 kilos, and he wrote back, that's all.
Is that all? Yeah.
That's all. And I said, you expect to lose more than 7 kilos in a week? I said, it doesn't even take you 7 days to gain 7 kilos, but you expect to lose that in 1 week.
Yeah.
You will lose a lot of weight, but the weight loss depends on many other things as well, other factors. So I want you to keep in mind that you will lose a lot of weight, especially at New Leaf. It's a permanent weight loss because we focus on the fat loss, the body fat, not just the water weight.
Yeah.
So, but depend on the person.
For sure.
Males and females, men lose weight easier than women because women, we have more body fat than men.
Yeah.
That's the natural thing. Yeah.
So the top things are medication.
Yes.
your age, your sex, how long you've been overweight for,
Yes. Your mobility as well.
your mobility, how much weight you've put on in the last, say, 2 years.
Recently.
Yeah, recently.
I always tell the guests, right? If you start from zero when you come to us, you will lose the weight straight away. And from zero, it means you don't have weight, you don't have mobility issue, you don't not on any kind of medication, you everything, you can walk, you can do all the activity, you just overweight, then you start losing weight straight away. But when you don't, a lot of people don't start from zero. They start from -5, 10 or more. What it means is they cannot walk. They have problem with their legs, their knee, their hips, and they might have on a lot of medication. And medication retain fluid that cause water retention that prevent you to lose weight easily.
Well, the scale weight.
Exactly.
You're
That doesn't mean you're not going to lose the weight. It
Right.
just take a bit longer.
But you lose the body fat.
Exactly.
Yeah, and one of the other things, really key point for a lot of people who are trying to lose weight, is the liver, fatty liver.
Yes.
We talked about that quite a number of times before, but I can't emphasise that more, so much, because when people plateau in their weight loss, that's what's happening. They plateau out because they've usually a gallbladder,
Yes,
fatty
because
liver.
essentially the liver flush is gallbladder flush, right? The objective of liver flush is to flush out something called gallstone. They accumulate from over the year, built up cholesterol combined. When your body is healthy, the body be able to flush out naturally. But nowadays, what we eat, medication, pollution and everything, the body not be able to keep up with this process. So they build up all this gallstone. And when it's attached to each other, they get bigger. And what happened with gallbladder, connect to the liver. They work side by side and they connect with the bile duct. So if this gallstone happen to go in the bile duct and clog the bile duct, this create this severe pain.
Right.
And you go to the hospital, the doctor going to have to remove this organ from you, which is the gallbladder. So this procedure, it might be uncomfortable for half the day, but totally worth it. So if you're a first-time detoxer and you coming to us, you plan with coming to us, liver flush is not scary.
Yeah.
You cannot lose the weight unless you lose the fat in the liver first. So liver flush is very essential process. Like I said, you will lose a lot of weight. You just don't expect to lose, for example, people want to lose 10 kilos in 1 week.
In a week, yeah. Without amputating a limb.
Exactly. We talk about sustainable weight loss. We don't drain you, right? When you get home, when you just drink a glass of water, you put a weight back on. You actually go through the process of lose the actual body fat. So this would mean it's a permanent.
There are some detox resorts that do multiple columns every day. And
Yeah, with colonic with 25 gallons
Yeah.
of water, it just drain every cell in your body.
Yeah.
But what we do is we just doing something smart. We just don't have to talk about volume. We talk about the quality. We will talk in the next episode about coffee column, Gerson therapy, what we do, and why we do it, how it works in the next episode. So we go to number 3, open-mindedness. This is very, very important. Especially, I would say for women. Women, we tend to think a lot more than men, right? Only men, they already lose weight very easily. And then the key that what makes them lose weight even easier is because they don't think about anything. They just get to the resort, arrive at the resort, and just throw themselves in. They don't worry about anything. They don't care about what we serve them, juice, smoothie, they just drink it, right?
Yep.
But sometimes women, myself, we tend to overthink too much. And especially the women with the knowledge already. Some may be a naturopath or nutritionist, they have all this background. They tend to think even more. But sometimes they forget why they're here, right? They might have a lot of knowledge, but sometimes they forget to apply on themselves.
Yeah, sure.
It can happen.
Yeah.
So what we ask you, why to spend the time you get to us? just have an open minded. Just don't question what we do. We've been doing it since 2006. Myself, I have nutrition background and detox specialist. We planned and we thought it through already. You know, we have a main program and we have a green program to assist people who have certain health issue like diabetes or people who are sensitive to fructose and things like that. And even some of you who are already super fit, right, and don't want to lose weight, just want to focus on the detox, we have the program for you as well. So just get to us, don't question, because what happens, you start thinking too much, it becomes negative.
Well, especially people who've been to other detox resorts, right?
Exactly,
They end
that
up,
too.
They can't help but, you know, I mean, that's natural to
Yes.
compare, right?
They compare.
Yeah.
And a lot of time they compare only two things that brought to my attention. Number one is the colonic.
Right.
Because they believe they've done before with large volume of water compared to us, which is certain amount, smaller amounts of water, but we focus on the holding technique. So the difference.
Yeah.
And the second thing is they tend to think we give them too much because they used to
Too much food?
too much in terms of like
nutrition?
the juice and smoothie and soup.
Right.
So they used to not get anything.
Broth or...
The broth and watered down juices in smaller glass, and we have a packed full nutrient-rich smoothie in a big glass. The reason behind this as well, because we focus on incorporate the exercise into this, right? Because most at the detox place, at the detox center, they don't do any exercise. So therefore, don't give anything so that it's justifying.
Sure.
But if you want to lose actual body fat, you have to eat the right food to lose weight. And you have to move your body.
You've got to have calories.
Exactly. And it's not about training hard, it's about training smart.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why we have this beautiful morning walk every morning. It's a perfect way to burn your body fat. And anyone can do it, right?
Yeah.
We do between 5 to 12 kilometers, and we have 2 groups, slow group and faster groups. And after that, you come to do aqua aerobics, which is amazing exercise of talk about, cardio workout. Because that one hour exercise in the pool, you cannot really do it 15 minutes on the ground, but you'll be able to do in the pool.
Sure.
Because you're in the water.
Lower
the
resistance,
water, low impact, the water is cooler, and you have fun with music and things, and we have stretching and training in the afternoon as well. So it's very, very good. So just come with an open mind and you will get the result you want.
Point number 4.
Stay focused. We just like kids in some way, when you come here to detox, the first few days you're super motivated. You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do everything. After a few days, you starting, I think maybe the first day, you start meeting other people, meeting other guests. And 99% of the time, they are very nice. If you feel like someone is negative, someone is just focused on the wrong thing, someone that always just points out all the negative thing in everything, stay away from those people because it's not productive.
Yeah, I mean, people are vulnerable, and negativity is very powerful.
Very powerful.
And it can corrupt someone who's focused,
Exactly, exactly.
I think one of the biggest problems too is people get along the path a certain length, maybe 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, and they decide they can eat, or they know better and they need it. Oh, I need some protein. That's the thing that just drives me nuts when we hear them say, oh, I've got to get some protein, or I slipped out last night and had a chicken breast, and I'm like, it's not like that. That's incorrect, because
it's
the whole idea of fasting and detox is to slow down your digestive system, and you can get the protein through the vegetables and the other nutrition.
Exactly.
And it's a complete myth.
Because the longest program you will do, it's 28 days.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's not long at all. You don't have to worry about muscle depletion.
Oh, I know.
Because you move your body all the time.
Yeah.
And protein is not from eggs and chicken breasts alone. Protein mainly from the vegetables.
Vegetables, yeah.
And we give you enough.
Yeah.
You can talk to us when you're with us and you don't want to lose weight anymore. And if you do the program longer than 2 weeks, we can talk about adding some plant-based
Yeah,
protein.
you will get the
powder.
full chain amino
Yes.
protein in what we give you. You don't really have to subsidize it, but if you're doing extra exercise or you're out, running or cycling or whatever you want to do, you could have, a plant-based
But the
scoop
first
in
first
a
2
smoothie.
weeks, I want you to
Yeah.
focus on the detox first. You're only going to lose the weight if you have weight to lose. You know,
Right.
if, for example, a person like me who don't have the weight to lose, even I do 28 days, I'm not going to lose 20 kilos or 10 kilos even, but I'm just going to lose,
Excess fluid.
and the waste in my
Yeah.
intestines
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
So remember, when you say stay focused, what happened with my experience, we have some of the guests when they justify themselves that they can eat. And those type of people, they don't want to be alone.
I know, and they want to take other people out
They
to the
want to
restaurant.
take it, and they're just like, just a little bit, this is soup, this is okay, this is a piece of fish, it's okay.
One of the guests were telling me the other day that someone came up to them and said, so when's your cheat day? It's like, we don't have a cheat day. That's not how it works. But they wanted to talk them into having a cheat day.
They always do that because they don't want to be the only one to do that. They don't want to be the only one that fail.
Why spend all that money, travel all the way to Thailand, and then you become the expert?
Exactly.
Towards the end.
So just to remember again, even the longest stay, only 28 days.
Yeah.
And it's snapshot in your life.
Exactly.
And the amounts of things that you do gain and you want to achieve in this time, it's amazing. Just stay
you
focused.
can cut years out of trying to do it yourself in 28 days.
Totally. Not
People-
just the weight loss as well, right?
That's right.
And the knowledge you gain on what you learn with us, it's amazing. You relearn about yourself, relearn about your body, and learn more about nutrition. 100% of the guests have told me they couldn't believe it. They don't feel hungry.
Yeah.
Because when you eat the right food, it doesn't have to be a lot. And when you focus on nutrient dense, the body love it. The body gets focused on detox, and you have plenty of energy. The kids can do the walk, aquarobic, and training. Some can even do private session on top.
Point number 5, which is planning for success.
Yes, that's another key. Every week I do nutritional class at New Leaf, and always tell the guests that your journey not end at New Leaf. Your journey just start at New Leaf, and you have to plan. You have to plan before you leave New Leaf. So when you get home, the plan start straight away. You don't wait till you get home on Friday. You don't wait till Monday to start. You get back into it.
Straight away.
Yeah, you try to replicate what happened in New Leaf in small scale, or what you can do. It's some simple thing that I suggest and with the guests all the time. Add good stuff in the morning.
Yep.
What you take at New Leaf in the morning, you do at home with psyllium husk, coconut oil,
Yep.
and do the exercise. Do
Yep.
what you can. Drink plenty of water.
Yep.
Plan ahead. Dinner is a key. Light at dinner, nutrient dense for breakfast, flexible for lunch, light at dinner. And you have all the plan, and you have to know where you want to be. You have to write down a piece of paper, put on the wall, so you know where is your goal. So you're not treading in water, like, I want to lose weight, but
It's not really a plan.
not really a plan.
No.
You have to know, if you weigh 90 kilos and you want to be 80 kilos, and then you say, I want to weigh 80 kilos, and what can I do?
Yeah.
Or you want to participate in the 10-kilometer run near you, what's the plan?
Yeah.
How many days a week? You don't wait till you feel like exercise. You schedule it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 in the morning, for example, you're going to go to the gym or you do some sort of exercise. All this plan have to happen before you finish the program.
Okay, so let's go over the points. Point number 1.
Preparation,
Number 2.
realistic expectation,
Number 3.
open-mindedness,
Yeah, number 4.
stay focused,
And number 5.
plan for success.
Sounds like a plan.
Sound like a great plan.
Yeah. Well, good to see you again. Thanks very much for that. It's been another podcast. If you'd like to subscribe to us, you can do so at New Leaf Wellness Podcast on most of the platforms and Instagram. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Thanks
If you have
very
any
much.
question, just let us know.
Okay. Thank you very much. See you.
See
Bye-bye.
you ขอบคุณค่ะ